Have you ever wondered if changing your diet could actually help you get pregnant? Not just eating healthier in some vague way, but strategically nourishing your body with specific foods that support hormone balance, egg quality, and a healthy pregnancy. I'm about to share with you the story of Jamie, a woman who had 7 miscarriages. 7. Every doctor told her that it was just bad luck, that she would just keep trying. But when Jamie came to me and we dug deeper, we found something critical: severe nutrient deficiencies. Her body simply didn't have what it needed to support and sustain a healthy pregnancy. So we changed her diet. Nothing crazy, nothing restrictive, just strategic, targeted nutrition designed to support her fertility. And you know what happened? She got pregnant. And this time she carried to term and had a healthy baby girl at 38 years old. Hi, I'm Dr. Marc Sklar, the fertility expert. For over 23 years, I've helped thousands of women get pregnant naturally, and diet is one of the most powerful tools we have. In this video, I'm going to share with you Jamie's complete story and what we did for her, the exact foods that support fertility and egg quality, what a fertility-optimized meal plan actually looks like, common diet mistakes that are sabotaging your fertility, how to implement these changes starting today. This isn't about perfection. It's not about restriction. It's about nourishing your body properly so it can do what it's designed to do: create and sustain a healthy pregnancy. So if you've been struggling to conceive and you haven't yet optimized your nutrition, this video might be the game changer you've been looking for. But before we dive into Jamie's story, I want to give you something incredibly practical. I've created a free guide called the Fertility Foods Guide. Inside, you're going to find a complete fertility-approved shopping list, my favorite fertility-boosting recipes, foods to avoid and why, meal planning tips, quick and easy fertility food swaps. This guide will make implementing everything we talk about in this video so much easier. Download it just by clicking the link in the description below. This is a revised version of the same guide that I give to the members of my Hope program, and I want you to have it now for free. Grab it now while you're thinking about it. All right, now let's dive into Jamie's incredible story. Let me tell you about Jamie. When Jamie came to me, she was 37 years old and absolutely devastated. You would have been too. She'd been trying for a baby for years. She hadn't had 1, not 2, but 7 miscarriages. Can you even imagine that? The emotional toll, the physical toll, the heartbreak every single time she had a loss. Every doctor she saw told her the same thing: it's just bad luck, your age, these things happen, just keep trying. But Jamie knew deep down that something else was going on. This wasn't just bad luck. This was her body telling her something was wrong. So she found me and joined the Hope program. And when we did her comprehensive testing, here's what we found. She had severe nutrient deficiencies. Before I get into her findings, if someone tells you that you have had your miscarriages because of your age and they didn't bother to do any testing first, I want you to run in the other direction. Jamie was 37. Age was not the reason for all 7 losses. Maybe 1 of them, but not 7. So now back to her findings. Her body was deficient in critical nutrients needed for egg quality, hormone production, and pregnancy support, like iron, B vitamins, especially folate, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and protein. On top of that, when I looked at her diet, I saw some major problems. Problem number 1, she wasn't eating enough. Like so many women, Jamie was restricting her calorie intake, thinking she needed to lose weight to get pregnant. But her body was in starvation mode. And a body in starvation mode does not prioritize reproduction. That's just fact. Problem number 2, she wasn't eating enough protein. Jamie would have a smoothie for breakfast, a salad for lunch, and maybe chicken for dinner. That's nowhere near enough protein to support hormone production and egg quality. Problem number 3, her diet was low in healthy fats. She'd been following a low-fat diet for years, thinking it was healthier, like many of you. But your hormones are made from fat. Without adequate, healthy fats, your body can't produce the hormones needed for fertility. Her 4th problem, she was deficient in antioxidants. Antioxidants protect your eggs from oxidative stress and damage. Without them, egg quality suffers dramatically, which can lead to a miscarriage. So here's what we did. We completely overhauled her nutrition, not in a restrictive way, in a nourishing way. She always tried to restrict her diet, and that wasn't working. So we tried something different. We focused on eating enough. 3 nutrient-dense meals a day, plus snacks, high-quality protein, at least 30 grams per meal, healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, nuts, seeds, fish oils, and antioxidants like berries, dark leafy greens, colorful vegetables, and then targeted supplementation to address her deficiencies. Within 3 months of following this plan, Jamie got pregnant. And for the first time in years, she actually stayed pregnant. She carried to term and delivered a healthy baby girl at 38 years old. This is the power of proper nutrition, not as a nice to have, as a foundation for fertility, for your fertility. And this is what I want to teach you in this video, what Jamie ate, how she structured her meals, and how you can do the same thing starting today. Before we get into what to eat, I need to address the 3 biggest diet mistakes I see with women who come to me for care. Because if you're making these mistakes, no amount of fertility foods is going to help. Mistake number 1, not eating enough. And I just mentioned it. I can't stress this enough. Your body needs fuel to make a baby. I spoke to a woman just this week who told me her eating patterns. First meal at 11 a.m., second meal at 2 p.m., just a salad. Light snacking after that, and then nothing else until 11 a.m. the next day. That's not intermittent fasting. That's starving yourself. And when your body is starving, it goes into survival mode. It shuts down non-essential functions like reproduction. Your body is literally saying, we don't have enough resources to keep me alive, much less grow another human. You need to be eating anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 calories per day, minimum. And those calories needs to come from nutrient-dense whole foods, not empty calories from processed junk. Okay, mistake number 2, not eating enough protein. Protein is the building block of everything in your body. Hormones, your eggs, uterine lining, immune function. Yet most women I work with are drastically, and I mean drastically, under consuming protein. A little chicken on your salad is just not enough. A handful of nuts as a snack is not enough. You need at least 30 grams of protein per meal. That's 90 plus grams of protein a day. What is 30 grams of protein like in a day? 4 to 5 ounces of chicken, beef, or fish, about the size of your palm. 4 to 5 eggs, 1.5 cups of lentils or chickpeas, if you're plant-based, or not, just add them in. Most women are eating maybe 15 to 20 grams per meal. That's half of what you need. And guess what? When you don't get enough protein, your body can't make the hormones needed for fertility. Okay, mistake number 3, avoiding healthy fats. So many women come to me eating low-fat diets because they think fat makes you fat, or that it's unhealthy. But here's the truth. Your hormones are made from fat. If you're not eating enough healthy fats, your body physically can't produce adequate amounts of estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, DHEA, and all of which are essential for your fertility. You need healthy fats in your diet. I'll show you some of them on the screen right now. So these include avocados, olive oil, nuts and seeds, fatty fish, grass-fed butter or ghee, coconut oil. These aren't just like allowed, they're required for optimal fertility. So before we even talk about what foods to eat, I need you to commit to eating enough calories a day, getting enough protein, including healthy fats at every meal. If you do just those 3 things, you're already be miles ahead of where you are right now and well on your way to a healthier fertility and reproductive function. Okay, so let's get into the food categories. The first one is oxidative-rich foods. So let's talk about the specific foods that support fertility, starting with these antioxidant-rich foods. Why antioxidants matter? Well, your eggs are under constant attack from something called oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress like rust on a car. It damages cells at a molecular level. For your eggs, this damage leads to poor quality, failed fertilization, chromosomal abnormalities, potentially miscarriages. Antioxidants are like a protective shield around your eggs. They neutralize oxidative stress and protect egg quality. This was huge for Jamie. The best antioxidant-rich foods for fertility? Well, berries like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, whatever berries you like and enjoy. These are packed with antioxidants. I tell all my clients, eat berries every single day. Have them with breakfast, add them to a snack, blend them into a smoothie. Just get them in. The second one, dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, chard, arugula. You get the point, right? These are rich in folate, iron, and antioxidants. So aim for 2 to 3 cups of leafy greens per day. You can saute them with garlic and olive oil. That's my favorite. You can also add them to a smoothie, make big salads, just add them in as a staple. And then number 3, colorful vegetables. The more color on your plate, the more antioxidants you're getting. A golden rule for me is that every meal should have at least 3 different colors of vegetables or fruits on your plate. Number 4, nuts and seeds. These provide antioxidants plus healthy fats and protein. It's a win across the board. Have a handful as a snack, sprinkle them on a salad, add them to oatmeal, just get them in regularly. Number 5, maybe your favorite, dark chocolate. Yes, you read that right. Dark chocolate. 70% cacao or higher is rich in antioxidants. So 1 to 2 squares per day is actually good for you and for your fertility. Okay, so for Jamie, we made sure she was getting antioxidants at every meal. Berries at breakfast, leafy greens at lunch, colorful vegetables at dinner, nuts for snacks. Within weeks, she said she had much more energy. Her skin looked better, she had just felt healthier, and her egg quality, that had improved dramatically. Okay, the second category is quality protein. So let's talk about protein because this is where most women are falling short. I mentioned it earlier. Protein matters for your fertility because protein provides the building blocks, amino acids for hormone production, egg development, uterine lining, placental development, fetal growth, and without adequate protein, none of these processes can help, and they certainly can't help you optimally. So how much protein do you actually need? At least 30 grams per meal. That's 90 to 100 grams per day minimum. If you're active, trying to conceive, or over 35, you might even need more. So maybe upwards of 125 grams per day. For Jamie, we made sure every meal had solid protein sources. For breakfast, 3 to 4 eggs with avocado and vegetables. Lunch, chicken or salmon with a big salad. And dinner, grass-fed beef with roasted vegetables. Snacks were hard-boiled eggs, nuts, or Greek yogurt. This ensured she was getting 100 plus grams of protein per day, and her body responded beautifully. Her hormones started to balance out. Her energy improved, and as you already know, she got pregnant. The third category, healthy fats. Now let's talk about healthy fats, one of the most important and misunderstood aspects of a proper healthy fertility diet. Why healthy fats matter? Well, your hormones are made from fat, specifically from cholesterol. If you're eating a low-fat diet, your body literally can't produce adequate amount of your hormones like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, all of which are essential for your fertility. So fats also are important for supporting egg quality. Eggs are surrounded by a fatty membrane. They help improve nutrient absorption like vitamins A, D, E, K, and reduce inflammation. They support brain development in the baby, and not all fats are created equal, so we need to be careful of that. And I want you to avoid the following fats: trans fats, anything with partially hydrogenated oils, industrial seed oils like canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, or vegetable oil, margarine, processed vegetable spreads. These create inflammation and disrupt hormone balance, so stay away from them. For Jamie, we added healthy fats to every meal, like I mentioned before. Like for breakfast, we added avocado. We also had eggs, olive oil on her salads at lunch, butter for cooking in dinner, nuts for snacks. She went from eating 30 to 40 grams of fat per day to 70 to 90 grams. And her hormones, as you already know, they balanced out beautifully. So now, before we dive further into this information and what Jamie did, I want to extend a personal invitation to all of you. If you've been trying to get pregnant without success, I want to invite you to book a free personalized fertility assessment with my team. This isn't just another quick call where someone tries to sell you, a program or something else. This is a real opportunity, And this is a real opportunity to review your full fertility case, dig deeper into the root causes that have been missed, uncover what's actually holding you back, and create a clear, personalized roadmap to optimize your fertility naturally. We'll take the time to truly understand what your unique situation is and listen to you, not just hand you generic protocols. And here's the thing, you don't have to do this alone anymore. For too long, you've been Googling, guessing, and trying to piece together information from dozens of sources. You've been your own doctor, your own researcher, your own advocate. But what if you had an expert in your corner, someone who's helped thousands of women in your exact situation get pregnant? That's what this assessment is about. To apply, just click the link in the description below, answer a few quick questions so we can understand your situation, and if you qualify, we'll schedule you for your free consultation. This could be the turning point in your fertility journey. So don't wait, click on the link now. Category number 4, omega-3 fatty acids. They deserve their own category because they're that important for fertility. Omega-3 fatty acids are powerful anti-inflammatory foods that reduce systemic inflammation. They improve egg quality. They support embryo development, increase blood flow to the reproductive organs, balance hormones, and reduce miscarriage risk. Most people are severely deficient in omega-3s and have way too many omega-6s from vegetable oils and processed foods. This creates a pro-inflammatory environment that's terrible for your fertility. The best sources of omega-3 fatty acids are wild-caught fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and anchovies. I want you to aim for 2 to 3 servings per week of that. And it's important to make sure that it's wild caught, not farm raised. Farm raised fish is often high in toxins and low in omega-3s. If the menu at a restaurant says Atlantic salmon, that's farm raised, so skip it. Number 2, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds, omega-3 eggs, and high-quality fish oil supplementation. If you're not eating fatty fish 2 to 3 times a week, you should be supplementing with at least 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA per day. So make sure it's molecularly distilled and third-party tested for purity. For Jamie, we added wild salmon 2 times per week, sardines once per week, walnuts daily, and a high-quality fish oil supplement. Within weeks, we saw her inflammatory markers drop significantly and her egg quality. It improved dramatically, which is why she was finally able to carry a pregnancy to term. For Jamie, we added the following. We added wild salmon 2 times per week, sardines once per week. Yes, they are incredibly nutrient dense. Walnuts daily, a high quality fish oil supplement, and within weeks, we saw her inflammatory markers drop significantly. And her egg quality, well, it improved dramatically, as you know, which is why she was finally able to carry a pregnancy to term. Okay, category 5 is one of my favorite nutrient-dense superfoods. So we're finally going to talk about nutrient-dense superfoods because they pack a serious fertility punch. The first one is bone broth, what I like to call liquid gold for fertility. It's beneficial for so many things. The first one, it has tons of collagen, which helps support egg quality and uterine lining. Plenty of minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. It's awesome for amino acids and for gelatin. And gelatin's great because it helps support healthy gut function. You can make it at home or you can buy high quality brands like Kettle and Fire. I want you to drink 8 to 16 ounces per day. Use it as a base for soups or sip it like a tea. The second superfood is organ meats, if you can stomach it. Liver and other organ meats are the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. They are rich in so many nutrients like vitamin A, which is critical for egg quality, iron to prevent anemia, B vitamins, CoQ10, which supports mitochondrial function. If you can't eat liver, then take a desiccated liver supplement every day. The third one is sweet potatoes. They are rich in beta carotene, which converts to vitamin A, fiber to help balance out blood sugar, vitamin C, also an antioxidant, and they're great for balancing blood sugar and supporting egg quality. The fourth superfood, pumpkin seeds. They're incredibly high in zinc, which is critical for egg development, hormone production, and ovulation. A quarter cup per day is probably ideal. And then Brazil nuts, one of my favorites. Just 2 to 3 Brazil nuts per day provide your entire daily selenium requirement. Selenium is important to protect your eggs from oxidative stress, supports healthy thyroid function, and improves sperm quality. I know this might feel overwhelming, so let me give you a simple action plan. Week 1 is your foundational week. You start eating breakfast within 1 hour of waking up and add 30 grams of protein to each meal. Drink half your body weight in ounces of water. Week 2, just add fats. Add healthy fats to every meal: avocado, olive oil, nuts. Start cooking with butter or coconut oil. And then add a quarter cup of nuts or seeds daily. Week 3, add antioxidants. Eat berries daily and leafy greens. Add those in to your meals. Make your plate colorful at 3+ colors per meal. And then week 4, add omega-3s like eating fatty fish 2 times a week. You can also add walnuts and chia seeds daily, or consider adding a fish oil supplement. Week 5, fine tune. Add in some bone broth, experiment with new recipes from the Fertility Food Guide, track how you feel. Don't try to do everything at once. Make one change per week. Build on it. Create sustainable habits. Jamie didn't overhaul her entire diet overnight. We did it systematically, one change at a time. And within 3 months, she was pregnant. Here's what I want you to understand. Your diet is one of the most powerful tools you have to improve your fertility. It's not the only tool, but it's foundational. You can't out-supplement a terrible diet. You can't out-medicate a terrible diet. But when you nourish your body properly, everything else becomes much, much easier. Your hormones balance. Your egg quality improves. Your body can do what it's designed to do: create and sustain a healthy pregnancy. I want to invite you to book a free personalized fertility assessment with my team. And on this call, we're going to review your complete health history, discuss your current diet and identify gaps, run through your lab work if you have it already done, create a personalized nutrition plan for your body, and determine if the Hope program is the right fit for you. This isn't a generic call. This is a deep dive into your situation. So click the link in the description below to apply. Oh, and don't forget to download your free Fertility Foods Guide. It has everything you need to start implementing these changes today. Jamie's story isn't unique. I've seen this transformation hundreds of times in the Hope program. Women who were told that there's nothing more that we can do. Women who had multiple miscarriages. Women who were considering giving up. They changed their nutrition and they got pregnant. Could you be the next one? Your body wants to get pregnant. It was designed to do it. Sometimes it just needs the right fuel to make it happen. So give your body what it needs. Nourish it, support it, trust it, and watch what happens. To keep learning about fertility nutrition, make sure you subscribe to this channel and then hit that notification bell. And leave a comment below. Tell me, what's your biggest nutrition challenge right now? What questions do you have for me? I read every comment and I'm here to help. And until the next video, I want you to stay fertile and remember, you're not broken. You just need the right support.